guys were thinking that this was pretty easy. Way back whenever I taught this years ago. It's like, it was easy stuff, but then towards the end of quadratics, it's taking a whole bunch of different things and combining them all into one problem. It's always easy when I'm teaching it in isolation, but when we get to the end, it kind of gets confusing. So remember that. We're going to be using this later on, okay? Okay, so what happens whenever I need to find the axis of symmetry, that vertical line, but I don't have a picture? I don't have zeros to look at, and I don't have a picture. I'm only given the function. That's what we're looking at now. Okay, that's the next section. Okay, so I know my quadratic function. I'm given ax squared plus bx plus c. Make sure that's standard. The a, the b, and c, those are standard positions. I'm given this formula here, and it tells me that I can find the axis of symmetry if I use this formula. This formula is so important. You know where it appears?
Everywhere.
It's not everywhere.
School.
Star charts.
Starbucks.
Okay, it appears on your star chart. If you look at this formula, what do you think most students mess up? Exactly. Most students forget about this negative sign, or you can't, sometimes you're given a lot of negative numbers inside here and you forget about this one. So be careful with that. I'm going to give you a few examples. I don't want you to forget about that negative sign. Okay? Basically, what this tells me, if I take my b value, and I can put it in negative form, the negative form of b divided by 2 times a, the a value. And they give you an example over here. Your b is 4, your a is 2. So they're taking 4 divided by 2 times 2. Remember, average, because you're dividing by 2. And then don't forget that negative sign. Your answer is -1. The axis of symmetry on this one means that at -1, when x is -1, if I draw a vertical line, that divides that in half. Okay, so let's talk about the goal here today. We're finding the vertex of the parabola. Whenever I'm finding the vertex of the parabola, I need an ordered pair. I need an x and a y. So everything that I just talked about a few seconds ago on the front side, these things and this one, all of these are going to be applied in some way in order to find the vertex. Okay? A couple of things I need to do. There's 3 steps that you need to follow. The first step, you need to find the x value of the vertex. That's what we're going to find first. In order to find the x value of the vertex, I'm going to find the axis of symmetry. That will give me the x value. Okay? So to find the x value of the vertex, okay? So in order to get the x value, I can use the zeros, and that's on the front side if I'm given the graph or the picture and I can see them clearly. But most of the time you won't be able to do that. Typically you're going to go straight to the formula and use the formula to find the vertex, the axis of symmetry. Okay? Now, that's going to give me the x value. How do you think you're going to get the y value? There you go. You're going to do exactly that. You're going to take your x value, you're going to plug it in and evaluate, and you'll get your y value. Okay? Step 2. So then find the y value by substituting the x value from step 1 you're going to use the x value from step 1 that you get, and you're going to plug it into the given function. What is the last step? This is the easy one. Put them together. You're going to write them as an ordered pair. Okay, we're going to do 2 practice problems together, and they're going to go on this page. In a few minutes, y'all are going to take this paper and tape it into your comp book, tape it to where you can see both sides. We're not going to do that until we finish the 2 examples. I'm going to divide this into example 1. Alright, example 1, example 2. My directions are direction is to find the vertex. That means I need to end up with an x and a y value. Here's your first function. Y equals 5x squared minus 10x plus 3. Really quick, everybody, what is the A value? 5. What is the B value?
10.
And the C?
3.
Okay, good. Make sure that you recognize that B value is negative 10. Step 1. My directions up here say find the x value of the vertex. In order to find that, I need to find the axis of symmetry by using my zeros or the formula. Do you have this as a picture on a graph right now? No. Technically, you could graph this in your calculator, trace it. It could land on a whole number, it may not. Okay, so let's just go straight to the formula. I'm going to use my formula of x equals negative b, and I'm going to make the numerator negative. Doesn't matter if I put it as a denominator or the numerator or the whole thing. I'm just going to put it up top. Divided by 2a. Be careful with this. This is the only part that gets a little tricky, making sure that you plug in the right numbers in the right spot. What number am I plugging in for b? Okay, I'm going to use the first negative. Negative, open parentheses, my b is negative 10, close parentheses. The first one is from the given formula, the second one is from the value of b. And yeah, it simplifies easy. 2 times, what is the value of a?
5.
Okay. Negative times negative 10 gives me positive 10 divided by positive 10. What is the value of x?
1.
Step 2. I'm going to take my x value, substitute it back into the formula. This one's pretty straightforward. I have 5, open parentheses 1,